for today's session. It is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to our community and context culminating activity with attend one with Gaia. Known as both Gaia and Gaia, the goddess is a figure from the Greek mythology. Her name essentially means earth and land, and shows that she was the human version of the earth. Some refer to her as the ancestral mother and baby she gave to all of the elements. Let's welcome our small but terrible Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Angela Sala.
Thank you. Thank you for that marvelous welcome, Miss Janeline Patrick, our chairman. A splendid welcome, everyone. Together here to witness one of the most superb activity in Juana Enriquez Macalalan National High School. The culminating activity in oral communication contest. The Toastmaster with the theme One Red Gala. Now, let's all stand for the prayer to be led by Mrs. Jamaica Lawas and the singing of our Philippine national anthem together with the Carter singing to be led by Ms. Jolene May Galong. All stand
Let's put ourselves in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our precious Heavenly Father, we are grateful that you have given us a beautiful day today. We are grateful that you are giving us an opportunity to have our Toastmaster meeting today. We thank you for the gift of communication. We thank you for the talents, the skills, the time, and the energy that you have blessed us with. We ask you to bless everything that happens today. Let the speakers speak words and edify the audience. Let the evaluations minister to the speakers so that they will grow and learn. Let the audience be entertained and encouraged. We pray that everything we say will be a blessing to others. We ask thee to bless us and guide us and help us. That is again will be successful. This is all we pray and ask in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Savior of all. Amen. And in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
led by the Philippine National Anthem. All be seated. Before we head the splendid speeches, let's first acknowledge our special guest. One of the ever dynamic teachers here in school, the grade 8 English instructor, Mrs. Annalyn Tibon. To all grade 11 students who's here in the witness the event, once again, welcome. For the benefit of the guests, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. The meeting is divided into two rounds. The first is the educational portion where members will be delivered their respective speeches. The second part of the session is the evaluation portion. In this round, all the prepared speeches, as well as the other aspects of the system, will be evaluated by the general evaluator and also the prepared evaluators. Now, as a Toastmasters of the day, it is my duty to introduce the rule bearers who will assist me in today's session, and they're also known as the tag team. To keep the track of the time spent by each speaker, we have here the keyboard warrior and one of the invariable person in our section. Please help me welcome our timer Toastmaster, Ian Joseph Mancera.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm Joseph Mancera, your timer for today's Toastmaster. I have series of thoughts. I will. The green flag represents the minimum time of the speaker, and the yellow flag is represented as the We will go overtime.
Ikatawa na lang ang tapuan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayan. To track the good and not so good usage of grammar, we have here one of the loudest but clever one in our section. Let's welcome our language evaluator for today, Toastmaster April Johnson Mentor.
April Johnson Mental, and I'm your language evaluator of the day. As your language evaluator, it's my duty to keep track on your grammar and revert your mistakes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gabriel. Now, to keep the track of our filters of the and even dead air during the session, we have the counter for today, Toastmaster Rexel Omelgo.
A scintillating morning, everyone. I am Toastmaster Grexel Omelgo as your counter of the day. My job is to listen to the repeated words of the speakers and to count as and or even dead air. This is Grexel Omelgo, your counter. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Santi. This is the moment we have all been waiting for, the educational portion. Let's start with the word of the day. This is presented by the good and tall friend of mine, Toastmaster Jeremy Onita.
Ay,
Morning, everyone. I'm the Toastmaster of this week. Word of the day of this week. Word of the day is sensitivity. Adjective means having brilliant words in flashes of light, marked by high spirit or excitement. Brilliant thinker. Example number one. That was a very scintillating conversation. Example number two. She has a scintillating personality. Last but not the least, that's not example number three. That was one epic play full of scintillating dialects. Apology. Scintillating, witty, brilliantly clever. Ultimately derived from the Latin noun scintilla. Literary speak, spark. Scintillating entered English in the second half of the 17th century in its literal sense. The sense, witty and clever, made from the end of the 18th century. Once again, I am the word of the day of this meeting.
Toastmaster Jeremy. For the first speaker for today's session, she is an achiever, bookworm, and a student leader. Help me welcome Toastmaster Jeremy Mayrai.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As a child, the words, "you're very smart," "you're clever kid," lingered in my mind every now and then. And I would always be happy every time I hear them. It feels like I am a scintillating person, and I feel validated as someone. During first grade, I could feel the tension and pressure building up, urging me to read faster than any other kids. Because why not? It makes people happy. And it is what I did. It was easy, I thought. When I reached third grade, joining quiz was my thing. It was fun and exciting. And I would always remember my mom telling me to study so that I would win. When I hit 11 and was in 5th grade, I did not experience being in second place. And I loved it. It was as if I was floating in a cloud nine. Because hey, they were happy for me. And I feel appreciated and loved. 6th grade arrived, and I was finally finished with my elementary school. But I guess it didn't end well for me. I was the salutatorian of the match, the second honor, and I feel terrible. I couldn't believe I had dropped to the second place. Don't get me wrong, I didn't despise the valedictorian. We're friends, and I know he deserves it. Only then did I begin to wonder where I had gone wrong. It was a difficult period for a young mind. I couldn't concentrate on anything. People never asked why I was the second, but I questioned myself inside. And gradually, I accepted that the ranks would not change, that I would have to move on. I also accepted it's okay to be in second place. At least my grades were lower than 90. When high school arrived, I was subjected to never-ending pressure and competition in the classroom because I was a science class student. My classmates would be competitive and intelligent. During this time, I feel like the pressure has lessened a little, but the achiever in me remains strong. I was in grade 9 when lockdown happened, and modules were distributed. Almost everything changed. I struggled to adjust because God knows how much I prefer reading and speaking in front of a class than writing. I must admit that getting my first 89 in high school was a life-changing experience for me. It's a sign, I thought, that I'm not going to succeed in life. Who was I to ever think I was? Dramatic, I know. But it was indeed the world I was living in, and many other students are living in it too. And I must admit that high school was a pretty crazy ride for me. It was as if I am in a Taylor Swift song called Miracle, which I believe I am that time. There was this line that struck me in that song, and it was, I'm still a believer and I don't know why. I've never been a natural, all I do is try, try, try. It struck me the most because I realized that I am a people pleaser all throughout my life, and I became a burned out kid. Just like a miracle where it shines when there is light, but if it's dark, it's just a mere broken figure hanging around there, looking for a light, but nobody sees nor feels it. I rely on academic validation as if it were my lifeline. It was as if it were the only thing that matters to everyone and to me so that I would be appreciated and loved. Now that I'm in senior high, I realize I've spent so much time focusing on getting good grades and perfect scores that I've forgotten that what matters the most is who I am and not what I do to please others. I became over-reliant on it, and I realized that receiving such praise and clapping is intoxicating. It was a pleasant sensation at first, but then I realized it evolved into an unhealthy obsession that I must overcome. It's similar to a high, an adrenaline rush. This is for the students who are often put under pressure to do more than they can handle. Always keep in mind that you own your pace. You should be the benchmark for yourself. Don't compare the small steps you've taken to the giant leaps the others have made. Rejoice in their success. Because just like you, they did what to. You'll shine when it's your turn. With hard work, compassion, and perseverance. Have the courage. Because at the end of the day, you will get where you want to be. Learn from your mistakes because nothing is exceptional. And it's normal. It doesn't have many exceptions. And it doesn't have any exception. Don't rely too much on academic validation. Do what makes you happy, not for the satisfaction of other people. Always remember that whatever you do, what matters most is you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that motivational message, Toastmaster Jeremy. Next speaker for today is a beautiful lady who can excel in both pageantry in a class. Let's all welcome Toastmaster Erami Alcantara. A pleasant morning to all. I, Eric Leandro, your speaker for today. Congrats, we are to present. I can hear the birds chirping. I can feel the warmth against my legs. I can see flowers and different kinds of blossom in every way. The river flows spotless and calm. The reeds are greener than ever. How pleasant it is to live in such beautiful surroundings. It is indeed a lovely bright morning. A place of joy and tranquility. As people, animals, plants are in no harm. It is peace. There are no overdoing and care. Everything seems to be perfect. As time went by, new generations kept coming. Everything has changed. The attitude of all beings and even the surroundings itself has abruptly changed. Everything turns upside down, mainly caused by the egotistical self, power of mankind. Destroying the nature that provides the needs of all in a cheaper manner. Contributing garbage, creating activities such as illegal logging, dynamite fishing, and any other environmental harmful but little did everyone knows that the actions that we are taking today carries consequences tomorrow. And that happened after we has gone. Calamities are unstoppable with less to no preparation. One morning, as I watched the television, shocking news that recalled deep sadness to those who are affected. Probably an intense storm that caused flood, landslides, fractures of private properties, and the most woeful of all are the casualties that loses lives. Reasons? Too many reasons. As why is it all happened? What causes this to happen? With less trees, it was unable to stop the wind brought by a storm, and also because too quiet private parties had been distracted. Polluted places, garbage club into drainages, stopping the water to flow accordingly and ruin. According to TOPPR, the human society is playing a vital role in degenerating the natural environment, which is affecting badly lives on this planet. All the human actions in this modern world directly impact our ecosystem. Any action of us have brought big changes to this planet, resulting in many environmental problems. Increasing demands for technologies and industries is a most important factor. Deforestation is another major reason. The human population is increasing at a fast rate and therefore to meet their daily consumption. We need to harvest and feed. It may be for home or for fuel, but we are causing great loss to the environment. Due to all the above activities, our planet has reached unsustainable levels. Therefore, it is our duty to responsibility to lower the loss. Every individual can play a significant role in this solution. For example, we should take a pledge to say no to plastics. Instead of it, we make use of eco-friendly substitutes like paper and cloth bags. The government of every country must implement strict laws for industries. Those are realizing the toxic wastes from proper waste management. The awareness of programs should be organized to encourage citizens to use public transport much as possible. Also, everyone must use plantation of trees, less use of private vehicles, will reduce the emission of harmful gases as well as save fuel resources. Therefore, Let us work together towards a greener and more sustainable future. Thank you for that wonderful message, Toastmaster Erica. For the third speaker, we have here a friendly, joyful, and a responsible student. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Lorraine Ortega. Congratulating morning, everyone. Actually, I'm not feeling well, but I have to deliver this speech unless I'll fail in this. So, does what we create justify what we destroy? By Tony Fry. Today, I want to talk with you about the causes and effects of waste management for the improvement of our healthy lifestyle. What is waste management? So waste management includes the activities needed to manage waste from its source to its final disposal, along with the monitoring and regulation of the process of managing the waste. To say in a simple way, waste management is the handling process of the discarded material to prevent our environment from further pollution. There are 8 categories of waste management. What are these? This includes source reduction and reuse, animal feeding, recycling, composting, fermentation, landfills, incineration, and land application. Now we can say that there are 4 types of waste, like industrial waste, commercial waste, domestic waste, and agricultural waste. These all are the ways plays a major role in contaminating our life sources like air, water, soil, and etc. Waste management involves the daily consistent collection, transportation and processing, or disposal or recycling of various types of waste material or substances. The process can save money as well. The term waste can describe the wide variety of discarded foods, leaves, newspaper, industrial debris, bottles, and radioactive materials. Who have to manage the waste? Each and every individual, industry, businesses, hospital authority, and agricultural landowners or farmers must make decisions and take some responsibility regarding its own waste and garbage. In a vast view, all governmental and local agencies or groups enforce waste management regulations and procedures. Results of waste management. Proper and planned disposal of waste relocate waste to the areas or being destroyed in a way where those will not cause any harmful result will be the main purpose of waste management. Removing waste from the public areas helps in reducing the risk of our health and habitat. It reduces the exposure to biohazard, the infestation of pests, and also the contamination of drinking water. It decreases the rate of the diseases like heart and respiratory malfunctions and allergies. The model of waste management can be reduced, reused, and recycled. We can also be responsible at our home, like recycling the products of our daily usage, like glass, paper, plastic, and tin. It helps in managing the proper balance of the ecosystem. This, we can act like a dutiful, responsible citizens of our country. We need to focus on our bad habitat which can produce the harmful substances or particles and result in the greater harm to our environment. Climate as well our ecosystem. It is our duty to educate people and increase the awareness in the people of the society regarding the good qualities of the proper scientific waste management process with the help of various seminars, campaigns, and cultural programs. This way, we can help an environment and also the members of the young generation. Our environment, our scintillating future. Thank you. Was such an informative speech. Toastmaster Henry, thank you for that. Our next speaker is a crybaby but a confident one. He is also responsible and reliable customer. Let's all welcome Toastmaster Samara Villar. Good morning, everyone. Ocean pollution. Everything in this world we use comes from the ocean in some way. The air we breathe, the water we drink, even the products we use day to day would not be possible without the ocean. That's why the issue of ocean pollution is so important and needs to be addressed as soon as possible. We depend on the ocean for so much in our life. Without it, we would surely become extinct. People seem to think that since the ocean is so large and vast, we can dump as much waste as we like into it and it will never have an effect on us. However, since we have been polluting the ocean as far back as Roman times, evidence of ocean pollution becoming a major problem is all too clear. Pollution is a massive distraction nowadays as what we are encountering in today's era. Many pollution have been happening most especially to our ocean. Scraps, leftover plastic bags in beaches, canals and drainages. There are so many ways left in which is why we are now suffering an ocean pollution. Many of our sanctuaries have been polluted and totally damaged due to sudden merge of thousands and hundreds of garbage floating in our coastal areas. Some of the living things, such as producing new fishes, is very slow due to lack of proper care of people to our nature. It's slowly driven to total damage that our living things under the ocean can highly produce new fish, clams, etc. because of the sudden ocean pollution. One of the problems is the spilling of oils in oceans which destructively lead fishes to die. We people are the ones who brings destructive happenings in our Mother Earth. Due to our massive ways of using plastics and other harmful reuse that made this devastating state of ocean suffer. So, where does pollutants come from? Well, it basically comes from our own hands, from not taking care of our nature. Human pollution is a damaging and potentially fatal to marine life in many aspects. Very living thing under the ocean become trapped and die due to many plastic waste in the ocean so as the debris which can be a choking hazard when animals in the ocean mistakenly eat plastic as their food source. According to research, 100,000 mammals and turtles and 1 million seabirds are killed by marine plastic pollution annually. It is estimated that 56% of planet's whale, dolphin, and porpoise species have consumed toxic plastic, which is to why this problem of our species in the ecosystem, as they have no food source, causing even more animals to perish from time to time. And in addition to that, according to some biologists, have seen a great decrease in a variety of species in marine life over the past 50 years. This only means, unequivocally that means, ocean pollution is not good for the environment. We know that when we protect our oceans, we're protecting our future. By President Bill Clinton. Thank you for that message, Toastmasters America. Now, our last speaker is a small and a loud person, but a kind and loving one. Let's all welcome Toastmaster Kyla Lee Campuso.
Good morning, everyone, especially to Ms. Margot Valerie Peñafort and to Ms. Anne Ibon. My speech for today is all about the climate change and its effects. Do you ever dream of walking and playing in the fields without worrying about the heat? As a child, I always wanted to play outside even though the sun is scorching hot. It was fun, I thought, but as I grew older, the sun was getting hotter. I couldn't go outside freely because again, the sun is very hot to the point that it burns the skin. I always wonder what causes it. Guess what climate change is? At present, climate change is the most discussed topic in the world. Climate change means change in the world's climate. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. These shifts may be natural, such as true variations in the solar cycle. Human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. It will be a great challenge for us to exist on Earth. Human activity is one of the main causes of climate change. People burn fossil fuels and convert land from forests to agriculture. The destruction of forests intensifies global warming and causes ecological imbalance. Global climate change has many bad impacts on the environment. Climate change causes a temperature rise, rainfall, rise of floods, drought, etc. Now, we cannot stop changing the climate. We must be aware of the bad consequence of climate change. Tree plantation can reduce global warming, which is the main reason for climate change. We should plant trees more and more. We should stop using harmful chemicals that can reduce environmental pollution. The developed nations are more responsible for such climate changes should take responsibility to protect the victim countries. They should raise funds to spend on the affected countries and communities. I remember Miss Earth 2017 Karen Velasco in her winning answer that the real enemy of our Mother Earth is not the climate change. It is people. That answer left a big message to me. It was as if she was waiting for a right moment to state it and did. In conclusion, we all have to take part and try to stop global warming and other reasons for climate change. If the situation goes on, there is still living things on Earth will become extinct due to the high temperatures. If we could contribute to controlling global warming, the world's temperature will fall, and this world will be a safer place to live on. So let us save Earth today to survive tomorrow. Thank you.
Was an scintillating performance speakers. To ease the nervousness of our speakers, an entertainment master will take over for the fun and exciting game. He is an entertainer at heart. He has a feel which makes people laugh whenever they see him or hear him speak. Please help me welcome the entertainment master of today, Toastmaster Dave Campbell.
Morning. Morning, everyone. My name is Dave Cabrera. It's me. The mechanics of the game. I need 8 person. 8 person from name and MVP. The mechanics of the game will be We will choose a leader and then I will be the leader of the word and the leader will have to pass the message there and its member in action. And the last person will come to me and say the word microphone. Sabi? For example, this way will pass the message with the action.
Video mo sa
Sorry.
Ibang mo dagaw. Ay, Jermaine. Ay, Ana, Debbie. Ah? Ngatanggal naman isa. Oh, sedang ako sa DM daw.
One more.
Ano? Sabay, one more to.
One more. The answer is Mother Earth. Plus points.
Dugay pa dyan niya, gilito pang in heaven. Jabi, yung ano ko to si Miss Kit, ano sa iya, Dali, ano ka ba sa bola?
So much aim. Let's give us some love. Thank you. Play
Now, let's start our review titled Table Topics Master to take over the stage. She has a good self-beauty and she also has the degrees, a dancer and a caring person. Please help me welcome Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Faith Tolorio.
As a warning to all of you, this round, we will have a check if you guys understand what really is our thing and what's your thing again. So we have here my fellow classmates and Toastmasters. Toastmaster Ian
Toastmaster Francis Grace Lapas, and Toastmaster Kyle Declamco. Now, I will show pictures relating our theme and they will be their take on it. Again, I will show pictures relating in our theme and they will give their take on it. Are you ready? So for the first picture is for Toastmaster Gian Lapas. So what's your take on it?
I feel the air. I feel sad in the air. I feel sad that we are polluting our air since it is our vital part of our life. I feel sad that I feel sad that I think the air nowadays is getting toxic and it's suffocating our living organism.
So for this picture is for Toastmaster Francis Grace Lapas.
For this picture, I feel like the picture is telling us about the other side of our life. It just shows that if every decision we make, there is a nature always been about consequence. I think this should show us a lesson to many people because every decision nature can be this way.
Toastmaster Francis Grace Lapas. And for the last one is for Toastmaster Alden Duamon.
This is one main problem in our country. The water pollution. The water pollution is the great problem here. I think people should stop putting or throwing garbages to water because it doesn't harm us, but it also harm the living on it.
Wow, that was nerve-wracking. Move on to the second part in our session, and as have mentioned, it is the evaluation portion. In line with the name evaluation, we have an impressive line of prepared evaluators who will evaluate the prepared speeches by our speakers. Let's start with a good friend of mine and a beautiful lady. Our prepared evaluator one, Toastmaster Shelby May Travel.
On guys.
Good morning. My name is Shelby Romero, the evaluator for Toastmaster. Miss Jeremy may arrive. That was a good speech, Toastmaster Jeremy. I like how you put your story with your heart in there. I feel like how it is so personal to you yet to share with us. You're good as a speaker. I really appreciate it and thank you for that message. I also like how you use lyrics and I am touched knowing it's from your favorite artist. That was spectacular. All in all, you did a good job. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you for that Toastmaster, Shelby. The next one is the sweet, loving, and always there when we need here. Please help me welcome the veritable waiter two for the day, Toastmaster, Jana Jane Gwen.
Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Good morning. My name is Jonathan Bueno. I will cater of Miss Star for Toastmaster Miss Erica. I particularly love your speech, especially your introduction and the way you deliver it. But there are some aspects that you need to improve as a speaker. Is you need to memorize your speech. For the many speakers believe that the best way to give a great speech is to memorize the content of your message. And your voice, these are moments where you talk fast and it lacks a little bit of swinging in terms of the tonality of your voice. But there are a lot of things that I could command about your speech. The first one would be your strong hope. When you talk, everybody just had to listen. And second, it was just something that was thrilling and exciting to listen. And you have a very impactful and valuable message. I'm gonna focus on four things. One thing that I like about your speech. The first one is the clarity. You are very clear with your structure, and I love also your piece. You spoke slowly and very, just enough for everybody to really catch up with what you are saying. And second, the audience awareness. You engage the audience completely. All in all, your speech is great and you did a good job with it.
That was a good observation, Toastmaster Jana. Thank you for that. Our third evaluator for this session is a small but also terrible when it was on that stage of our class. Let's all welcome our prepared evaluator 3 for the day, Toastmaster Maxine Tompkins.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maxine Yurisa, developer for Toastmaster Miss Lorraine Ortega. That was a great speech, Toastmaster Lorraine. I know that you're nervous right now, but we know you made it. This won't be easy, but I also know you've got what it takes for it. I can't imagine how you feel today. I love your voice and how you maintain eye contact with the audience. And also, you know your limitations. But much better if you memorize your speech and how you pronounce the words. I like your accent, also how you control the speech. I like your confidence also. Hope you believe in yourself just as much as we believe in you. You're amazing for facing this with so much courage and hope. Be strong and remember how many people care about you. I appreciate you as a speaker. You made it. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Toastmaster Maxine. Now, for our prepared evaluator 4, we have here a good observer and a photographer in our classroom. Let's welcome Toastmaster Romalyn Cisaldo.
Culminating morning, everyone. I am Roblin tell you, the evaluator for the fourth speaker, Samara Meliardo. It is my first time and I am not adept to being an evaluator. However, I will try my best and hope to give you an evaluation that can be of use to you somehow. So based on my observation of your speech a while ago, you are a good speaker. The way you spoke and your well-organized speech. You excel at the pronunciation of being clear of your message. You may want to work on practicing your speech. It would be better if you memorized it so that it would be having a smooth flow of words with no repetition and mistakes, and maintaining eye contact with the audience. And overall, I like your speech and appreciate you as a speaker. And to challenge yourself, please consider all the things I've mentioned earlier to you. To improve yourself and your speaking skills. I know you can do better because I believe in you. And being the speaker for today, it is a really tough spot. As your evaluator, congratulations, Miss Samara Eliota.
Oh, that was the Toastmaster Roland. We are now down to the last prepared evaluator. She is a tall girl who's very shy but can nail in class. Please help me welcome our prepared evaluator for today, Toastmaster Francis Lenya Lapas.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am the prepared evaluator number 5 for Toastmaster Speaker Culminating Composer. First, you catch audience's attention. You connect with them, and I love your voice. It was clear and clean. However, your eye contact was like you try avoiding us. So be careful with it, Mr. Baker. You only look at one point, but you did a really great job. You had the voice, you connect, your content was touchy, something motivational for us, and what makes your speech more impressive was delivered with gentle smile face. So keep it up. By the way, for me, start working with your eyes as the way you deliver your speech because it makes all sense. So,
Now, before proceeding to our general evaluator, we must first hear the reports of our tag team, starting with our timer, Toastmaster Ian Joseph Mansell.
Toastmasters over time and under time is hindi siya evaluator. Pero meron pa 55 minutes, 55 seconds. Asa ba yun? Toastmasters have no overtime and undertime time. Table topics masters is Pictorial Center time 3 minutes and 43.17 seconds. And the table topics evaluators can have 42 minutes and 23 seconds under time. Table topics evaluators Princess Grace have under time 39.29 seconds and Calvin Noble 29 and 62 seconds. Prepared evaluator Timmy Navarro under time 45.65 seconds. Balance. Evaluator Jana Bueno has underlined 1 and 54 seconds and 1 minute and 54 seconds and 31. And evaluator Continue Pizza 1 minute and 10 seconds. Robin Santo 1 minute and 56 seconds. Francisina Lacos 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Next is our app counter Toastmaster Rexel Omelo.
So, good morning, everyone. I am here again, your accountant reporting the failures and repeated words of the speakers and their speaker evaluators. Prepared speech 1, Jermaine. She repeated words and its cause have any exemption. Prepared speech 2, Erica. She repeated word I can hear. Prepared speech 3, Lorraine. She repeated word this is, land, this, which, this way. Prepared speech 4, Samara. She repeated words ocean, distractedly, has in many aspects, this only means. Prepared speech 5, Kyla. She repeated words we all have to take part. Evaluator 1, Shelby. She didn't have any mistakes or failures. Evaluator 2, Jana. She repeated words, fellow, good, evaluator, and your. Evaluator 3, Maxine. She didn't have any mistakes. Evaluator 4, Robelin. She repeated words, it is mine, but, and improve to improve. Congratulations. Evaluator 5, Frances Nina. She only repeated content. The table topics master didn't have any mistakes. So let's proceed to table topic evaluators. Table topic evaluator 1, Francis Grace. She repeated word it just shows consequence. Table topics evaluator 2, Ian Ivan. He repeated words, I feel sad, I feel the air. Table topics evaluator 3, Kai. He repeated words, this is one mean, is the, it, does it also. That's all for today.
Thank you for the Toastmaster Rexel. Now we must hear the report of the last Peer Tag Team. Our grammarian and language evaluator, Toastmaster Gabriel Jan Sarmento.
Everyone, you know that I'm not good at grammar, but it's my duties I work on it. Just understand if I didn't try something wrong. For the Toastmaster, I try to stay with Angela uses Mrs. Jamaica instead of Miss. You must use Miss because she's not already married. For the speakers, I didn't track any grammar mistakes, and the most striking line I heard from the speech is difficult period to a young mind because when German told I was a bit confused. We're at the same batch in elementary. And we're in the same batch at the military, and we're having the same goal to be the valedictorian. And now I realize that that goal is just an obsession. For the graduators, I didn't share something wrong. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gavin. We are now down to the last part in the evaluation portion. In this part, we will have Ma'am Annalyn Libon as she is. We're down to the last one for the evaluation portion. In this part, we will have Miss Margot Benefico. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm Rosangela. One tip, if you're hosting a program, you have to be attentive all the time. So if I host a program, I don't really use my phone. What I bring with me is a pen and a paper because I have to take note of everything that's going on in the program. But apart from that, I actually have a lot of good things to say about you. Let's start by me telling you that you are a discovery today. Quite honestly, I just have to be very honest, I don't easily identify students unless you excel in my class. So I have acknowledged you today. So you are a discovery. Thank you, Angela. I actually even marked your name. I wrote a check mark just before your name for me to remember you moving forward. So thank you. What I like best about you being the Toastmaster of the day is you were able to explain to the body the responsibilities of each role and also the scope of each segment, which is very important, especially if there are people who are not really Toastmaster members, so they have to know what's going on. For them to, for you, it's part of you transitioning smoothly from one segment to another, from one speaker to another. So great job. I also appreciate you taking an effort of grooming yourself. I noticed the eyeliner, I noticed the red lips, I noticed now let's move on with the chairperson. The chairperson there. So, for the chairperson, you are the only class who was able to secure the, how do you call it? The one that you are officially, that is supposedly used for a session. We really have this in Toastmasters. So we really start with the chairperson banning this. So you're the only section so far who secured that. So good job. I also, she was responsible of explaining the rationale of the theme, right? Also, I'd like to congratulate everyone. Your theme, by far, is one of my favorite themes among all. Why? Because it's very understandable. If it's something physical, it's clean, it's neat, you'll get the point right away. So it ticks the box of all the elements that there should be for a theme. It has to be understandable. Plus, you've explained it in you had a one-liner that would simply explain whoever would be witnessing your program easily. So good job. Alright, now let's proceed with the invocation. So the invocation was given by Jamaica, right? So it was unique. I heard the prayer of ABM, I heard the prayer of MVP. There were a few words that are similar, but for Abe's prayer, it was unique and it was sincerely written. I suppose you were the one who wrote it, so it was sincerely written and it was heartily given, which which is a perfect thing for a prayer. Then, from the Philippine National Anthem and Partners at the hymn. Okay. So where is she? So you were able to perform the beating or the how conducting it, right? Conducting both hymns in front, and also I noticed the white socks. It must be the white stockings, rather.
Satu riset ko. Hindi naman niya na. Ano naman yung research?
And then okay. And then for the acknowledgement of this, that was done by TFP. Word of the day. So where's the word of the day, Jeremy? Although Jeremy, here's the catch. Scintillating was the very word that I gave you as an example. Remember? Wasn't it? Because we've used it in the Toastmasters meeting. It was a big okay, fine. Sige, okay, so but thank you for that. So maybe to give it a thrill, before you reveal the word itself, try having it or serving it as a trivia first. Maybe you can start with the etymology of the word, then the meaning of the word, and start using the word in sentences before you can actually disclose what the word is. That way it can be fun, it can be a thrill for the rest of the month. Okay, but you did a great job. Thank you for that. And then for speaker one. Okay. Speaker one was Jermaine. Correct. So Jermaine, let's start with your introduction. The series of the direct quoted remarks that you gave, right? Right. I cannot memorize everything. Made your speech sound more interesting than usual, because audience knows that it is a genuine story that you're about to tell. Some method may start with a quotation, some may start with a question. Although a question, if I'm introducing a speech in a question or putting it in a question form, that's also something interesting. But the series, you call it staccato method type, right? So that made your introduction interesting. And I know I have already mentioned this in the last session, but anecdotes for me, and I guess a lot of speakers would agree, anecdotes remain to be one of the most powerful content that one can deliver. Because your story will always be a unique one, right? And then that line from Taylor Swift, which ended "try and try," is a bit heartbreaking. So that actually paved the way. It was like it was the climax of the story, of your story. And the best part of your speech is actually your own takeaway. So which transcended to me as a representative of the body. So I am assuming that it transcended to all. Which is the very reason why the very goal of a speech. You have to transcend your message. You have to put your message out there. So good job. Let's have speaker number 2. Speaker number 2 is Erica. Where's Erica? Okay. So, Erica, you started with a bang when you made use of creative phrases and lines, right? There were a lot. It was a series as well of creative phrases, descriptives to be exact. So, your descriptives, while I was listening to it closely, while I was listening to you, I was already imagining of the kind of scenario that you want us to think about, right? And that scenario was exactly the point of your speech, because we want us to think that this is the scenario, this is the setting that we are all fighting for, right? The healthy, the clean kind of environment. So that's nice. You've also deliberately laid out the causes of the issue, but I was waiting for you to make mention of your own act of response. I know, yes, I really believe that you have deliberately enumerated all the causes, but just add your own response to it. Like what have you contributed as a steward of Mother Earth, right? So I don't want you to just be proposing solutions, but actually practicing them. Okay? And then the organization of your speech is also well plotted. You had a good intro, explicit body, and
a very invoking conclusion. So good job. Let's have speaker number three. Speaker number three, Lorraine. There's Lorraine. There. So I've learned, Lorraine, I've learned a lot from your speech, but it could have been better if you made use of local solid waste management scenario. Again, I'm very particular about you localizing, personalizing, going down to specifics. Okay? Because if you would just be speaking about generic statements, generic ideas, abstract ideas, it would just make like it's the same thing with what I can hear from news. It's the same thing with what I can read from books. I want it to be unique. That's why you put your personal element to it, your personal story to it, and but also you sounded so calm. So which is I guess your best tool as a speaker. So good job. Now let's have speaker number four. Speaker number four is Samara. Very pink. Samara and pink. So, for your speech, Samara, there was too much information, which made me think I'm listening to a podcast. Right? So, sometimes if there's too much information, as an audience, it would be difficult for me to sort things out. I appreciate the information you've outpoured in your speech, but maybe you can filter out some. Okay, and then using the best part in your speech was when you were starting using to drop figures or the numbers or statistics. Dropping figures, statistics like the percentage of this, the ratio and proportion of this would always make your contentions powerful. So if you want to become a persuasive speaker someday, which I think you can be and you have the potential to be, continue using figures. Continue building your sources. And also you closed it with a very strong quote from who's right there again? Can you say that again? What was the quote? I'm wondering why it didn't land on the report of the grammarian under the gold line. So what was the quote again?
We know that when we protect our we are protecting.
Okay, there. So very nice. Speaker number five. Who is speaker number five? Okay. So the way you look at your audience as you present your conventions for climate change make a lot of difference. I think among all the speakers that have been in the podium, you were the ones who really tried connecting to the audience. I felt you. There were a lot of moments that our eyes met. That's why I really, you moved me in there. And then, it built your conviction even with your very modest voice. Your eye contact built your conviction rather for what you are trying to say or for what you are trying to fight for, even with a very modest voice. Therefore, it's really not about you sounding loudly, but you connecting personally. Okay? So great job. Continue doing that. I know you can do more, and I can feel that you can be a very good writer. So good. And then let's move on with what's next? Entertainment master. Can we skip this part? No. DM, we all know that. Who doesn't know this, right? You are a natural entertainer. So you always make everything you make everything comically, like my husband, I have nothing to really tell you, it was fun as always. Good job, DM. Thank you. Let's move on to the table.
topics master? Where's the table topics master? This is also another speaker that I appreciate a lot. You had very few lines, right? But I know it in your heart that it was not scripted. It was something spontaneous. I would know. I would easily be able to differentiate who's talking with the script and who's not talking with the script. And I know you didn't. So, congratulations. Let's have evaluator number one. Who is evaluator number one? Child B. So, Child B, it was a complete evaluation that you have provided. By complete, I meant you've covered the parts of an evaluation. But one thing that you can improve, Shouts, is how you sounded. You sounded stiff. So I'm not sure, maybe just because you're nervous or what, but you've hit all the parts of the evaluation. So your evaluation-wise, it was complete. Just be more confident next time. Don't sound stiff, okay? You don't sound stiff when we are talking personally. So you're supposed to use the same tone when you are in here, okay? Evaluator number two. That is, where's Jana? Okay, Jana. So your evaluation was also deliberately written from the good points, if you have noticed. Actually, among all the evaluation, yours is the most deliberate, I must say. So you started with the good points, right? And then you mentioned about the areas for improvement, down to your recommendation, correct? But again, I just need you to be more specific. So it was great, but I know it can be best if you add more specifics. Okay? When I say specifics, when you listen to someone or when you write an evaluation, like the specific lines that they use, the specific words that they use, that would make people think, oh, you were really paying attention because you were able to cover everything, even down to the specifics, not just the general idea of the speech. Evaluator number three. Kyle. Okay, Kyle. I'm Maxine. Where's Maxine? Maxine. Okay. So you've set the bar high for an evaluator who encourages. Why? You have the most positive tone. Your facial expression is also very warm. Like you were smiling the entire time. I was looking at you. So while you were giving your evaluation, you were just smiling. And it wasn't just when I meant by smiling, it's not just you opening your mouth, but also your eyes were twinkling while giving an evaluation. So very good. And you have the kindest words to say to your speaker. So good job. Evaluator number four. Okay, so you made mention your speaker needing to improve herself and her speaking skills, right? So again, I'm so sorry, but I have to repeat this over and over. You have to be specific, like which specific speaking skill does she need to improve on, right? So is it about her accent? Is it about her choice of words? Is it about her tone? You just really have to be specific because if you can't be specific, the person who's listening to you won't be able to figure out which part does she need to improve on. And that's the very purpose of evaluation. And I appreciate the courage. I know you had an intro that you're not adept to being an evaluator. But for the courage of saying yes to the role, that's already a good job. Thank you. Evaluator number 5. Okay, honesty is the best policy. You gave the most honest remarks that there is, I should say. So, you were able to provide the black and the white spots or the black and the white areas of the speech. So that I can tell your evaluation is also not scripted because you picked it up from the actual speech itself, and we all know it, right? So I believe you can actually be an eligible evaluator in no time. So way to go. Now, for the language evaluator, Gabriel. So Gabriel and the rest of the language evaluators had a grammar 101 session with me. So I was expecting a bit much from them. Along with
Okay, true. So, how many grammar mistakes did you take note of? Few. Okay. Although, okay, I'm not. This is. I'll give this to you as a challenge. You already know the foundations of. I mean, you already have the basis of evaluating grammar, right? The subject verb agreement, the whatnot. I don't need to say it one by one. So you might have been conscious that, or you might have just been a bit nervous for this day, but I know you will be able to do it. So yeah. And then for the counter, I just need to remind everyone, counter ba, this is not about speakers just repeating the words. Because what if a word kay dapat dun siya repeat within that speech? It should not count. The counters, you should be counting the fillers. So if they repeat the word as a filler, that's when you start counting it as a filler. That's when it should land on your report. But if it's really a word that is meant to be repeated in the speech, like say for example, you make mention of my name Margo, and then you have to really retell the name Margo. So it doesn't mean that you're using it as a filler, but it has a purpose why you use it again. So that should not count. Okay, you only count the words that are there as redundant words. And as fillers. Okay. Also the timer. The timer scroll should be very easy. All you have to do is track those who committed overtime and undertime. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Alright. So now to cap this off, we have a very, very, very VVVVVIP in the person of the next school paper advisor of Rio National High School. This is Annalyn Tizon. Also, let's acknowledge the presence of Ma'am Javier. She was with us since yesterday. The strongest supporting talaga. So thank you, Ma'am Javier. And because of that, he can bring home all the snacks.
Hello, good afternoon, advance, good morning, grade 11. Okay, so I'll not be mentioning any evaluation individually for evaluators as well as the speakers because it's almost time for us to take our lunch. Okay, so I'll just be congratulating all of you for a job well done. As well as evaluators and all of the members of this team, this section. Okay, so for those speakers who have said yes for the challenge of delivering speech test, can be, I think you have delivered comprehensive, informative, and persuasive speech tests. So good job for you girls. I think all of them are girls. Okay, and for the evaluators also, I have experience evaluating a particular speech. So good job also for you. So continue doing this kind of activity. Continue engaging yourselves in this kind of activity wherein you can make yourselves improve in terms of speaking skills. Because again now, practice makes perfect, even though nobody's perfect, but please do your best to practice. Okay? So I'm happy I learned something from you today. Thank you.
Thank you for that. The As the first master of the day, I am privileged and grateful to host this session. This has been Angela Sala, signing